General Brown is on the line, and he basically let me know that, Chief, you know, I selected you to be the next Chief Master in the Air Force, so welcome to becoming number 19. It was not what I thought he was going to say, being a NAV command chief at the time. And so I remember not knowing what to say, except for, General Brown, sir, you made the right damn decision. And to anyone who never thought they could be a Chief Master Sergeant of the Air Force, a Chief of Staff, or a Secretary of the Air Force, or a Commander, or a First Sergeant, this historic moment is for you. You know, what is it that the Air Force needs in an airman? And so that was really my focus, is let me make sure that I can be the airman and the leader that our Air Force is going to need. But it's not lost on me that I am the first female leader serving and the first Asian Pacific Islander. And so that said, I would say that I knew in my heart of hearts that I've got to do my job and I've got to do it well. Some advice that I got from my mom years ago. And if I did my job and did it well, it would provide opportunities for then a second and a third and a fourth, and one day we'll just quit counting because there won't be any more firsts. We are focused on setting a foundation for all Americans to see themselves in this great institution. Everyone has a place in our Air Force. So I joined our Air Force almost 31 years ago, primarily to get a GI Bill. So I knew that my dad was not going to pay for college. I knew that I wasn't mature enough yet to go to college, and so I needed to figure out life. You know, my dad always told me 4 years in the military never hurt anybody. And so I thought I'd do 4 quick years, get my GI Bill, and roll out. I tell people all the time that I only re-enlisted at the 4-year mark because I needed to pay off my Honda Civic. And then I really joined our Air Force probably about the 8-year mark, after I learned what it meant to wear this uniform, to wear our nation's cloth, and that it was way more than a GI Bill and way more than paying off a Honda Civic. As a Chief Master in the Air Force, I have the distinct privilege to represent over 689,000 total force airmen, as well as represent their interests to the American public. The driving force that wakes me up every single day is a sense of purpose, and a purpose to make a difference in the trajectory of our United States Air Force and the lives of our airmen. And they are literally the thought leaders and the innovators who are leading our Air Force at the most tactical and operational level. So it's really our airmen that inspire me and keep me going every single day. They can only do their job if I'm doing my job, and that is really to look out for the welfare, the care, the well-being of every single one of them and their family members.
Yes,
all right, proud of you. The beauty of being a service member is that you meet other service members, and those people become your family. And that military family, it doesn't matter if you know them for 5 minutes or if you know them for 20 years, like, you are still family. And so I've been privileged to have a strong Air Force and military family around me. I also have Team 19, who has been a huge influence in my life, and really it's the collectiveness of the entire team that has made my tenure as a Chief Master in the Air Force successful. And while a lot of challenges have impacted our globe, our nation, we've led through, and I'm extremely proud of the Air Force for leading through, especially when it comes to the fact that we didn't get a playbook on how to lead through COVID. We continued to bring people into basic training and tech training so that we could continue being the strong force that our nation needs. What I love about our Air Force is that our airmen are up for the challenge. And our airmen just want to do their jobs, they want to do it well. And so when we feel like there's no way, our airmen will always find a way without a playbook to make sure that our Air Force can win and never fail. And every single one of us needs to know our role and our purpose in our Air Force and how we contribute to delivering air power anytime, anywhere. I would say is just having the opportunity to be able to affect the trajectory of the United States Air Force, to be sitting in the room to help share and influence the decisions that we have to make today and into the future, focused on the force of the future that we're going to need, to sit in the room and to share truth to power to the Chief of Staff of the Air Force and the Secretary of the Air Force and the other senior leaders as we make some very strategic level decisions. I think that's some of the greatest achievement.
Without a doubt, Chief Master Sergeant Bass is the right chief. Definitely the right chief. To accelerate change and to grow airmen and leaders we need for the future.
It has been an honor of a lifetime to serve with the Chiefs of Staffs of the Air Force, both General Brown, who hired me, and now General Alvin, who will continue the legacy and follow through on the things that our force is going to need into the future. I would say I'm very proud of the work that we have done to elevate the strategic IQ of today's airmen, to make sure that they understand why they wear this uniform and why what they do matters from a strategic level, and really ensuring that we broaden their perspective of what it means to serve. When our airmen have a certain level of competence, it breeds confidence, it breeds credibility, and those three things are the things that other nations expect of American airmen. What I ask every single one of our airmen is to join our Air Force, make a difference, make their crew feel better, make their organization better, make our Air Force better. We are counting on you, counting on you to move the ball, right? Whether you serve 4 years, 6 years, 8 years, or 28 years, it doesn't matter. And to that end, right, my hope is that we in the Air Force make you better so that you can keep doing great things in or out of uniform. And so every single one of our airmen has a spot on this team if they're willing to make sure that they are prepared, they better the team, and they better themselves.